Okay, so I'm gonna show y'all how I do my market analysis. So we looking at QQQ. So I'm looking to trade QQQ. So we're looking at the VIX right here. So this lets you know how the market's doing. So if the market is up, the VIX will be low. The VIX is high. So 18 is decent, 15 is good. When it started to get to like 20, 19, 20, 23, 24, that starting to get high. So when you start seeing that, then you'll know that the market is probably going to come down. So it's since market opened at 9:30, it went up 86 cents. So it's steadily moving up. So you see a drop in a lot of the stocks, the main stocks. You got Tesla, Nvidia, QQQ, SPY, Amazon, Meta, AMD, Apple, Palantir, and Gold. And so I marked out these two red lines. So this is like the open 15 minutes. So we on a 5-minute chart. All these charts is 5 minutes. See right there, 5 minutes. So each one of these candlesticks represent 5 minutes passing. So the market opened at 9:30. So 5 minutes. That's after this it'd be 9:35. Then this one will open at 9:40. Then 9:45. And so if we go, let's say, go to the 15-minute chart. So top of this wick on this candlestick in the bottom, that's how we get our 15-minute range. So what we wanted to do is break out either above this line or below this line, you know, and so we'll know kind of what direction to go. So that's just one way. Also, I have a trend line. Um, so if you see that, if I go to the, now this is a 15-minute, if I go to the hour chart, so you see it's been rain, you got a little trend. So it's a downward trend. So anything below this line, that means the trend is still going down. When it started to break above it, then you can say the trend is changing, the direction is changing. Now, other ways that I use to decide. Now, I need to be getting in a trade right now, actually. So, I'm gonna make this quick because I think it's about time to jump in it. We below an hour, so we probably below this 15 minutes on a 15 or a 5. So this relative strength index, anything below 50, that means the momentum is down. So that's what we're seeing. Um, volume accumulation is down. We're looking at the 50 moving average is below it. Uh, the 20 moving average is below it. The 9 and the 5 moving average is below it. Uh, I, if it broke below the 200 moving average, then yep, okay. These green dots is a 200 moving average, so that means yep, it's down. So we got big volume. Same with SPY. So let's see what the 5 minute is doing. Yep. So a big move. Um, so some people will get in right here. Some people will get in when it first breaks through. Some people will wait for it to come back and retest to see if it's going to go back the other way. Then if it doesn't, if it don't go back the other way, if it come right here and get rejected, then they'll get in for a put for it to come down. So, you decide how you want to do it. Since I've been making this video, I possibly missed the move So we don't chase. So what I'm going to do is wait for the retest. So in 1 minute, this candlestick will close. Say these candlesticks is every 5 minutes. It's a 5 minute chart. So each candlestick represents 5 minutes. So after this close, we'll see what it's going to do. But everything is telling us that the momentum is still down, that that you probably want to trade puts. And so it's really been in a range for the most part. It went here, broke out a little bit above, retested, came back in, wicked up, came down. So now I will wait for this candlestick to close. If it busts back through above this 15-minute range, then I might get in a call depending on what the momentum and everything's saying. But if this candlestick close below this line, then I might try a put. So volume 140. Let's see, compared to like the other volume, NVIDIA 530. Let's see, Amazon 86,000. So 330,000 AMD. So yeah, it's look like it's still dropping. Let's go look at some higher time frames to kind of see what it might be on, because it already took out the London low. I already took that out. Let's go to the hour time frame. Okay. So let's see. So on an hour time frame, the RSI is 30%. So that's a good a number below 50. So it's still below this trend line. It's still below all the EMAs. The volume accumulation is still to the downside. Everything is telling me, that's puts. We at 606.8. So we'll see when that close in 10:35. So let's see something. Okay, we had a big move up. So let's do this. So this was a area of entrance. It bust through there, and so this is why it had a big move up. So let's zoom in a little bit more. Okay, so around 6:05, we had the area entrance. Then we had one around, say, around 6:09. So now it's still, this green line is the 200 moving average. It's still above that. So, you know, but that's a good move down. We look at SPY. SPY pretty much did the same thing. This was the area of entrance. So that's why I went through and had a little move down. So this 10 looking line is the overall market volume. And this is for this blue line, this is for the volume accumulation for QQQ. And so you see it's below market value. And then there's also, you know, kind of going down. Then you got the volume, a lot high volume, big volume for the red bearish. So it's going down. So let me see. It looks like Friday. Let me see. We go about Friday. Last time it was under the 200 moving average. So if it breaks down below it, then it should be going down further. If not, we just kind of gotta see. So yeah, so this kind of how I do my analysis. You know, I'm always look at the relative strength index. A lot of people just look at the 30 and the 70 because if it's just say right here, if it's below 30, somewhere down here, that means it's oversold. If it's above 70, it's overbought. And so if it's overbought, that means a lot of people been buying. So it's a good indication that they're going to start selling off and going in the other direction, and vice versa. If it's oversold, that means a lot of people been selling. So it's an indication that it's probably going to go the other direction, which is up, to start buying. But that's not really how you necessarily use it. You know, you think about it as like 50%. So anything above the 50%, that's showing upward momentum. Anything below the 50% is showing downward momentum. So these 32, so that's downward momentum. If you put your cursor on each candlestick, they all have their own number for the RSI. And so you'll know like the momentum. If I put it on one of these candlesticks, it's going to be higher. If I had a green candlestick right next to this, even though it's towards the same position, since the green represent upward price movement, the green candlestick will have a higher RSI number. And so always look at the RSI. I look at the cumulative volume and the volume accumulation, you know, for the particular stock compared to the market. Then I look at, you know, the MACD. It'll kind of tell you which direction it's going. You know, with bearish, the blue cross is below the 10, so it's downward. We look at the volume. We got bearish and we got big volume. I had my trend line. We're still below the trend line. Is below all the EMAs except the 200. So nothing's telling me, nothing to give me confirmation that it should be buys. It should be, price should be going up. So now let's go to 15-minute. So $15. Now look at that. That RSI dropped is low. So look at SPY dropping. And so this is a way that you know how to analyze the market. So nothing, just say, let's just look at SPY. We got the 9 EMA prices below it. We got the 5 EMA, price is below it. We got the 20 EMA, price is below it. 50, price is below it. And this is the 15-minute chart. And so in the 15-minute, it is below the 200 moving average. The 20 is crossed below the 50. The 5 is crossed below the 9. All this shows indication of sell, high volume. You know, the MACD showing downward pressure, the RSI 25. And so, you know, you can probably get in here right now. So, you know, let me look at the 5 minutes, see what the 5 minute doing. So when you get more than one thing that gives you confirmation what direction to go, they call that confluence. And so, see, we were just at 607. Now we're at 606. So see, that's a dollar something move since, you know. So, you know, that's how you do it. Let's look at the 5 minute chart. Okay, so I missed it. So bam, after this candlestick, you know, you could have got in it, you know. So I'm gonna jump in it. Is at 607. I'm gonna go in to make me a move right now. So I'll holler at y'all. Watch that RSI though.